Hey guys, it's me Dave. It's 9/18/2021, so I thought I'd do a video on a Saturday night. I'm sitting here having a drink because it's the weekend and you gotta take a break from this stuff, somehow. You gotta take a break, get a little buzz on or whatever to take a break from this stuff every now and then. So I took down that video I made last night, the last video. I you know, I took it down. I didn't want to leave it up there. You guys seen it? I took it down. I just don't understand why people have to scare us. Um, whether it's in Duncan's book or wherever they get the information from, they scare the crap out of us, and they tell us that our life's over and all this stuff. I don't get that. I wouldn't want to do that to innocent people. I think that's not a very nice thing to do, to scare people. We are, you know, when you're online and you see screen names and you see, even if you're on YouTube, you see screen names and you see, whatever, screen names, basically. You don't know who that person is behind that screen name. They could be a real target. They could have a family. They could have kids. They could have a wife. They could be trying to survive this program. You know, and you know, there are real people behind these screen names. If you go to those calls, a lot of people talk that are perps, okay? But there's 50 people that don't talk that are probably real TIs, and they have families and kids and a husband or whatever, or they could be a single woman or a single man, and they're trying to cope and try to get through this. They want real information, and they probably do the research. Um, so it's hard to they're putting words in my thought. It's hard to articulate um, people online from screen names, because we just see screen name. We don't see the real person. We don't know what they look like. We don't know anything about them, but they could be real TIs being tortured all the time, and they really do come to these calls for help. Okay. Now, maybe they don't realize they're getting misinformation, and they're only the perps talk and all this stuff. You know, when you're online, anybody can be anybody. They can be anybody. You don't know who they are. And that's the downside of the internet, because people are fake. They're fakey people, and and all this stuff, and they pretend to be TIs and all this stuff. But you know, oh, it's so difficult to explain. All I know is we need to try to stop this. We need to try to stop this. And I know people have been writing letters and all this stuff. I've been writing letters and all this stuff. I get an automated response back from my senator. I wrote to Bernie Sanders. I wrote to Amy Klobuchar. I wrote to a lot of people. I wrote to Marco Rubio, and they gave me a heart attack. That's how bad these guys are, right? Now I'm going to go into a different subject pretty soon here because speaking of Marco Rubio and being tied down to this program, I'll tell you guys, You know, I don't have kids, I don't have a wife, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have anything tying me down to this town, you know. Um, they gave me a heart attack when I wrote to Marco Rubio, you know. That's how insecure these guys are. Um, you know, I tell you, you want to know the honest truth is I would love to pick up. I would love to pick up and leave. And take Tanner with me, maybe Max with me too. I would love to pick up and leave, you know, and leave and travel. You know, head down south, which would be west south. I guess it would be, you know, if you headed down. Well, if you headed west, you know, you got what? Well, I'm in Minnesota, so what do you got? You got North Dakota, Montana, and if you head south, you got oh, I can't think right now, but you have you know what, Washington and whatever. If you head down to Arizona, is what I'm trying to say. You know, that's kind of, you know, yeah, right next to California. So, you know, you know, parts of me wants to pick up and leave. You know, I want to get my check, and I want to gas up my vehicle, pack things up, pack a laptop, so I have internet and my phone and whatever, and I want to leave. I'd love to leave. You know, I'd love to leave this town. You know, but I can't do it. They won't let me do that. You know, I mean, they would torture me. They would torture Tanner. They would torture Max. They would torture the other dogs. So I would have to come back because I couldn't let that happen. You know, I couldn't let my dogs be tortured. You know, I would have to drive back. And they know how to get me. They know how to get me. I can't leave. I can't do what I want to do. They know how to get me. They got me tied in this bedroom because they know how to get me, and they would torture my dogs. They would hurt my dogs. So I would have to come back. Or they would torture me. You know, they know how to get me. They know I'm trapped here. Otherwise, I would pick up and leave. I would leave and travel and be like a truck, what do you call it? Dweller. You know, be a truck dweller for a while. You know, maybe a month or two. Just get out. Just get away. Just get away. But they would never allowed me to do that. You know, they would torture my dogs. They torture me. You know, unbelievably. You know, and they know how to get me back. They know how. You know, they know every trick in the book to keep me here. I'm trapped here, but nothing is holding me here. You know, I mean, I got my dogs. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. I don't have anything. You know, I should be able to pick up and leave and move and try to find something different, but they wouldn't allow that, you know. So they got me. I'm trapped. I am trapped in this room that they're trying to make into a torture chamber. They are trying to make this room into a torture chamber. You know, they get pissed off when I go to the park and take my dog out. You know, it's unreal. I've never seen people so possessive over somebody or obsessive over somebody that you can't even go to the park without them torturing you. You know, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You know, so regular people take things for granted. They take their freedom for granted. You know, they go to work, they go to the beach, they go to play video games, they go do all this stuff. You know, we targets, we try to get 5 minutes out of this program. We go to the grocery store, we go to the park and try to look at people, or we sit in the park or whatever and people watch or whatever. And we got 5 minutes alone, and that's a big deal for us because we're being monitored and tortured 24/7. We're being monitored and tortured 24/7. You know, I can't even watch a movie because they monitor me or manipulate, whatever we're gonna call it. Monitor, manipulation, both. Me, the whole movie. You know, and they put things in your mind, they turn everything into a sexual thing and all this stuff. You know, I'm getting sick of it because they were doing that all day today. You know, I went for a ride at 7 p.m. and we drove by. This girl was walking her dog. It was a bulldog. You know, I looked at her a couple times. She was attractive. Now, they will put dirty things in your mind of that girl. You can't even look at people without them turning it into a sexual, perverted thing. It's unreal. You know? I never had this problem before. You know? This isn't mental illness. This is remote neuromonitoring AI. Or remote neuromanipulation AI. That's what it is. You can't even do anything. You know? You can't do anything. I would love to go out there and have a beer with my friends and have a hamburger with my friends and all this stuff. And it won't happen because they'd get them involved. And they would remote monitor you the whole time. Or manipulate you the whole time. It's unreal. It's unreal. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Not much going on. I got to hit all day like that today. There's a part of me that wishes I could pick up and leave, even go on a month trip, go for a month, head down south, head to Arizona, head wherever and enjoy myself, but I can't do it. They torture me. They torture my dog. I'd have to come back home. They would torture the hell out of my animals and me, It just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I'm trapped here. I am trapped. They are not going to let me get a girlfriend. They're not going to let me get a job. They're not going to let me travel. I am a damn slave in this house, in this room is where they want me. And they ain't going to let me do anything unless this stops. We gotta try to stop this, you guys. We gotta write to people. We gotta contact big people. Even if it falls on deaf ears, we gotta contact people. We gotta try to end this for all of us. This is no life to live. I've wasted 7 years of my life. I'm 48. So what was that? I was, I can't even think right now. 7 years. So I was 41. I was 41 when they did this to me. 41. And now I'm 48. And I'm still going through it. My golden, or not my golden years, but my years are, I should have a career, I should have a family, I should have a wife and all this stuff. My prime years are wasted away because of these guys. And they're doing this to all of us. We need to stop this. We'll never get those years back, and we deserve compensation. And these people need to go down. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but it's out. It's out, you guys. These weapons are out, and everyone is complaining about this. and things are happening around the world, and we got to get this stopped so we can be free. We got to be free. We can be free again. So say your prayers, and let's pray, and we got to stop this, and hopefully it'll be stopped soon. So that's all I'm going to say. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope you get a happy Saturday. Try to enjoy yourself, and I'll talk to you guys later.